guys, I'm Leila. So today you are going to see up there on the top right that we are in the test server. And here in the dungeon map, you are going to see that the new dungeon for Sand Devil's Necropolis is available for me. So we go in here. This is the brand new boss, brand new dungeon. And this guy, it's pretty ridiculous. Now, at the time of the recording, I do want to point out that there's a lot of bugs going on currently. So we're going to have to see what happens at launch. But, you know, let's take a look at him. Right off the bat, we do know that the only debuff that you actually can place on him is sleep, and then once he's slumber you can place other debuffs. But let's see what else he does. Is he has Rage of Sands, which is an AoE, and it does a decrease speed, decrease accuracy on your whole team. He also has Dune Tempest, which removes all debuffs from him and then heals him. After he heals, he does an AoE attack, and the damage the skill inflicts decreases for each removed debuff as well. He has Feasting Swarm, which is an AoE. It ignores shields, ignores block damage, and ignores unkillable, as well as 100% of the target's defense. So again, this means unkillable comps just aren't going to work with this, right? After attacking, he does fall asleep. Now for his passive, it increases the current cooldown of the skill by 1 turn whenever a sleep debuff is placed on him by enemies. Rest for the Wicked is his passive. He's immune to receiving all debuffs except sleep, which I had just mentioned. He's also immune to HP exchange, balancing turn meter as well. Now, when under a sleep, he's immune to receiving stun, freeze, provoke, block actor skills and such. But again, that doesn't mean like you can't do poisons and other debuffs as well too. Decreases incoming damage from enemy skills. Now this is going to scale depending on what stage of the dungeon you're in, and this innate damage reduction is decreased by 10% for each debuff that he's currently under. He also has Soul Sustenance, which is going to be another passive, is whenever he attacks, decreases max HP of all your party by 10%. Whenever an enemy decreases Al-Naemeh's turn meter, decreases the max HP of that champ by the same percent. So whenever he's under sleep and an enemy champ is healed, restores a portion of that champ's decreased max HP. So again, you know, you want to get this guy sleeping, and when he's sleeping, that's when you're going to want to do your heals, and that's when you're going to want to get your debuffs on him. Dreamless Slumber activates the slumber counter whenever he's asleep. So basically what that means is you cannot keep him perma sleeping. That was one question that came up. You can't. Is he does wake up, and you're going to see is that he is going to be awake for at least 1 turn before you can try to put him asleep again. And the duration of slumber counter is going to change depending on what stage you're on. And then also Almighty Strength, another passive, is damage from skills that scale based on enemy max HP. Cannot exceed 10% of the boss's max HP when attacking the boss. So ready off the bat, you know, we're looking for champs that have sleep debuffs. We're looking for champs that probably have like maybe like revive on death, right? We're looking for heals. We're looking for continuous heals. We're looking for some strong damage champs as well too, but you know, we're going to need all the support as well. So we are going to be checking out a couple different champs today. Some sleepers, pun totally intended there. And what we're going to be looking at is, because you guys know we like to have fun this channel as well, is talking about sleeps, is check out our boy, Death Knight. Will Death Knight get his moment to shine? He has a sleep on his A1, right? Sleep on his A1 already. And again, he literally only has 1 skill, and then he has a counterattack on his passive, right? And we already know that this boss does an AoE. So again, you know, Death Knight with a toxic set or something like that as well too. And then the other champ, never thought we'd get here, guys. Never thought we'd get here. Vagabond. Never thought we'd get here. Honor A1 also has a chance for a sleep, right? That's called Dreamer's Curse. Now she does have that. And then she also fills turn meter. It fills a turn meter of ally with the highest turn meter. So, you know, filling your team's turn meters. And then also she has fills a turn meter for our allies and places an increased attack buff on allies. And she has ally accuracy in arena, which isn't going to be helpful there, but that's basically what her kit looks like. And again, she has a sleep on the A1. So again, there's a bunch of other champs in this game that have this sleep debuff. But, you know, already at the time of this recording, there seems to be so much that isn't necessarily ready on this dungeon or on this boss. So it would be fine to wait it out a little bit, see what raid does. Not to mention, I mean, this is going to be costing, you know, a good amount of energy to get in here to try to get some of this oil, right? We talked about that to ascend artifacts, and you are still going to need a good amount of this oil to do that. So as far as the energy to rewards ratio, it does seem a bit unbalanced. I am curious to see what they are going to do, you know, and how they're going to be able to fix some of these bugs. But guys, leave me some comments down below on maybe any other sleeper, totally pun intended, sleeper champs that we might not be thinking about who could be interesting, could be a lot of fun in this new dungeon. I would love to know what you guys think. Hey, check out some more videos up here in the playlist in the top right.